Tarot. My name is Carmen. Today we have a reading for you about somebody that it looks like you're being encouraged to create some boundaries between you and this individual because they have struggled and felt frustrated, but not actually dealt with the root cause of the problem. So it feels like they are content to be stuck. There is some magic or some negative energy because of like evil eye or a spell that has interrupted their ability to make their own decisions, or they've just kind of accepted this negative mindset and it impacts those around them. So as long as you are connected to this person, you will also feel some lingering effects from that negative energy. So I don't want you to be dealing with that. Let's call in spirit with a little bit of wind chime time. And I hope you're having a wonderful day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedonestarot@gmail.com. You can find that in the description box along with more information on how to become a member, as well as how to find my Etsy shop if you are looking for a homemade soy candle. All right, we're going to dive in with the Marigold Tarot. Let's see what else we've got for you. Tower in the reverse, Eight of Wands, and the King of Wands in the reverse. So this is spell work that like zaps somebody's energy or motivation. So we are likely talking about somebody who has difficulties with regards to their financial stability or their professional like pursuits. This is likely somebody who is maybe even feeling like they're cursed in love. And this is because someone has sent energy their way that makes it difficult for them to get what they want or make the changes that they need to. So with this Eight of Wands, I do feel like it's a spell work. Like, I don't want you to feel capable, or I don't want you to make changes in your life that enable you to get where you want to be. So if this is a friend or if this is a romantic interest for you, there is someone from their past, they may not even talk to this person anymore, who is trying to prevent them from getting what they want in life. And if you're trying to be in their inner circle, it impacts you. If their love life is cursed and you're trying to be their person, it's not going to go well, right? Because they're not being honest with themselves about what they need to do or how they need to change this energy. They're just kind of like dwelling in it. So with the Seven of Swords being in the reverse, this is like you need to appreciate that that negative energy can impact you as well. Hello, Jitendra. How are you doing? Hello, Slingshot. Hello, Kalyan. How are you doing? Good morning, Kevin. I am. How are you, Druvika? Hello, McVoltron. How are you doing? That's funny, Slingshot. You could make the same joke about symbolic logic. It's always talking about if then and, but never, you know, you can apply it. I do not speak Turkish. Apologies. Hello. I hope you're having a good day. Is it, do I say Pes? I don't know how to say your name. See, what I know from that is like Joe Pesci. So maybe it applies. Pesci Fusey? Is that how I say it? Hello, Jan. How are you doing? Okay, Slingshot. We don't need to go all through the like silly, what do they call them? Come-ons. I'm not here to date. So we have the Six of Rings or the Six of Pentacles, Judgment in the reverse, and the Three of Rings. So this reading is coming through for you, not necessarily to say that you are the one who has evil eye being sent your way. It could be that that's the case. I feel like this is more so like you are adjacent to a person who has this negative energy being sent to them, and as a result, you could be at risk of losing out on some opportunities because that energy is reaching you as well. So do not remain and get cozy with somebody who is unwilling to deal with the spiritual attacks that they are enduring. Hello again, Rachel. It was. What else do we have? Three of Wands in the reverse, Knight of Cups, and the Ten of Cups. They're cursed in love. I hate to say it, but that's what it is. This is someone who might have a very angry or controlling ex, or this is somebody who has family members that are very controlling, maybe even a jealous friend, but they're not doing anything to like detox or let go of this energy. They're out here still pursuing romance and trying to be in a relationship without forgiving or releasing or cutting the cord with somebody who is sending very negative energy that pretty much guarantees any attempt they make in romance is going to end in heartbreak. So no touchy. You don't need that energy. Hello again, Carrie. What's up? Hello, Twisted. What else do we have? Temperance in the reverse, Four of Rings or Four of Pentacles in the reverse, and the Page of Cups in the reverse. The other thing to keep in mind is this is not just somebody who is like incapable of loving. It's somebody who may be prone to seeing things the wrong way. Their intuition is also being messed with, and that could lead to obsessive tendencies or somebody who does not handle rejection well. So that could mean that things get real hairy, okay? That could mean that this person loses their temper, deals with things in a very angry way, or is not mature when you decide you need to walk away. So I really just don't want you to be all up in this energy because it's negative, okay? You gotta protect your energy. Yeah, so you're with this Ten of Rings, you see how there's like this sphere? That's like protection. They're saying you've got a lot to offer. It might be the case that you want to be in this relationship or you want to be around this person, and they might have a beautiful heart, but if they're not taking seriously the negative energy from their past, it then is just transferred to you, and you don't deserve that. So with the Eight of Cups, this is saying you need to walk away. Hello, Satis, how are you doing? Top of the day, Oracle Knowledge, what's up? Kartik, I don't have a specific price for the personal readings. I take donations, but most people do between $5 and $10. I don't know how to express that in Indian rupees. I'm sorry. But you can also donate a membership to somebody else. Hello, Jaivik, how are you doing? That is very tall. If you would like me to pull some cards for you, I do that after the general reading with priority to those who tip or donate. We are about 10 minutes in, and I usually do the reading at about 35 minutes in. Oh, you do astrology. That's awesome. I don't claim to be an astrologer. It's a lot more information than what I pursue. King of Cups and the Eight of Wands. We just had the Eight of Wands in that position. Look, you have a big heart. Whoever I'm reading for, you have the capacity to be very loving and supportive and like generous, right? Compassionate person. But if you are giving all of that loving energy to somebody who has a like love spell done on them or evil eye, you are essentially throwing all of your loving energy into a pit where no one can enjoy it, because this person's receiving capability is next to nothing because of that block. So you're able to love this person, but it doesn't change anything for them. In part because the curse or the spell work that has been done on them prevents them from doing things for themselves. They don't love themselves the way that they should. Hello, Comrades Choice. How are you doing? Hello, a web. How are you doing? Or is it a wee bit? I bet it's a wee bit. Hello, football. How are you doing? Why is that information helpful to you? Is that how you start all your conversations? Because if you're single, I know why. Hello, Trey. How are you doing? That's a good way to put it, Rachel. So we've got the Ace of Wands in the reverse and the Seven of Cups in the reverse. This is somebody who is a little bit of a trap at this point. They may be very attractive. They may be able to have that like flirtatious energy initially, but it really does feel to me like it can only progress so far, and then that spell work or that block that they have, it ends up with toxic, codependent energy in a relationship. Hello, Redbeard. How are you doing? Hello, Kumar. What's up? Thank you, football. Look, I think people deserve respect. I ain't gonna be a jerk just because somebody wants to be a jerk to me. We could be classy, right? And that goes with like rejecting people or ending relationships like this one as well. If you are resorting to name calling, if you are trying to be hurtful towards somebody, like, oh, I can't believe you would choose someone else over me, so I'm just gonna like crash out. You're giving them a reason to feel justified in how they treated you. You can be kind in those situations and encourage them and wish them well. We have Four of Wands and the Three of Wands both in the reverse. This is this is like swampland, okay? You can't build on it. Their heart is not steady. Their heart is not ready for a connection. And even though they might be like super hot, okay? They might be the most attractive thing you've ever seen in your entire life. And they might have a good personality. They might be daydreaming about a life with you. But there is something here that is going off in your intuition, a red flag, if you will, letting you know that this is not a place to be looking for a relationship. Well, I would hope so, football, because you have some energy that is valuable, and if you're using it that way, you're missing out on something awesome that you can actually do with it. So maybe you're supposed to be a great musician, maybe you're supposed to be an artist, but I appreciate knowing that that energy will be funneled differently. Hello, B. How are you doing? Hello, Saida. How are you doing? 10 of Pentacles and the 7 of Pentacles. You have the 10 of Pentacles clarifying the 10 of Pentacles. You have so much to offer. You can be in a very happy partnership. You can also be very happy on your own. But do not waste your energy on somebody who is not able to receive it. Do not pursue a relationship that is a figment of imagination for someone else that they cannot act on. In part because someone is sending this negative energy, but also in part because the person that you might be interested in or is interested in you, they don't seem to be, like have a problem with it. It would be like If you were sitting across from somebody eating dinner and they had a fly land right here and they just sat with it, that would be weird. I would be like, why aren't you trying to get that fly off your face? Doesn't that bother you? They're letting the curse like gel. They're letting it like solidify. They're accepting that fate instead of addressing the problem, right? Thank you, CTF. I hope you have a wonderful day. So we have another Tower in the reverse and the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. There are people out there that are maybe even strategically placed in your path that can be a drain on your energy. You give and you give and you give, and you want to see them finally get it, or you want for them to give back to you, but they are literally an emotional pit. You throw all this support, you hug them, you show them love, and there's nothing back because of this resistance to making a change in their emotional landscape. So there are other people and other places, and maybe even just like yourself, that could do much better with the energy you are trying to offer this person. I do feel like this is a romantic reading, but keep in mind this could be someone that is a very close friend of yours as well. But this is saying you need to retract or reclaim that energy because it is not actually doing anything when you're dealing with a person who, it's like there's a big old wall there. They can't receive that energy. Hello, Carly. How are you doing? Hello, Far Owl. How are you doing? Hello, Lucas. What's up? There's only one Karate Kid. Redbeard, when I read that, what I pictured was the episode of How I Met Your Mother when they're throwing Barney like an epic, is it bachelor party? Instead of killing the main dude from Karate Kid, they get like the bully. It's pretty funny. Hey, Jorge, I don't like your style. I'm putting you in timeout. Let me just tell you this, Jorge. Life is more than how messed up you can get, okay? And I am sending you healing energy. I believe in your ability to draw more from this world than just a buzz, okay? That's awesome. So we've got the Three of Swords, Judgment in the reverse, and the Seven of Wands. This is a message to warn you to not waste your beautiful, loving energy on somebody who doesn't know how to accept it. This is somebody who is destined at this point to be in a state of heartbreak and to cause heartbreak to others because of their low vibrational energy and inability to protect themselves from this evil eye from an ex or from somebody who really just doesn't want to see them be happy. So it's important for you to not waste your energy on a person who doesn't want to help themselves. All right, this is the Green Witch Oracle. Hello. I don't know how to say that. Kakihi? I hope I said that right. Football world, feel free to put your request in a super chat just like Clive just did, and I will add you to the list. Same for you, Vanessa. I hope you're having a lovely day so far. Rachel's explaining it as well. How we doing today, Clive? Let me know what your question is, and Clive, my preference would be that you include that in your super chat, please. It's just easier for visibility, excuse me. Thank you for the star, Jose. How you doing today? Hello, B. So when you walk away from this connection that is like gonna have a failure to launch, you are able to reclaim your energy, and there is a renewal, or you're able to make progress because you have more of your energy, right? Mushroom, recycling and breaking down problems. I like that. The issue here is the more you give to somebody who doesn't know how to receive, the less capable you are to build a life for yourself or to focus on the things in your own life that need to be addressed, right? Worried about work. Might get medically boarded. Should I be happy? I'm sending you healing energy, Clive, and I have added that to the list. Thank you. So we have hedge, potential, boundaries, and indecision. Remember, at the very beginning, we had the boundaries card. This is saying it's important for you to establish and maintain boundaries between you and this person who has had some sort of evil eye or negative energy sent their way, and it's wasting your energy. It's like if you were using your air conditioner in your car, but you had all your windows down. Like, why would you burn through your gas like that? It's not going to actually do anything, right? Thank you, Rachel. So we've got mortar and pestle, integration, subtlety, and thoroughness. There is something else you can pour your energy into. It could be yourself. It could be a different relationship. But it is a better use of your energy, and it's not going to be wasteful. So you're being encouraged to be honest with yourself about whether or not you're dealing with a person who can actually receive and return that loving energy. Thank you, Rachel. Oh, you're funny, Redbeard. Yes, thank you for liking and subscribing. I appreciate it. So this is the Graffiti Tarot. What else do we have, please? Three of Wands in the reverse again. Two of Swords and the Queen of Swords. The Queen of Swords is a pro where it concerns having boundaries and recognizing the truth. You are at a crossroads where you need to be able to decide to protect your energy from somebody who is allowing this evil eye or this spell work to stop them from being able to experience the life that they want. They're not getting rid of this energy, which probably means they are still connected to that ex, at least emotionally, but maybe even still in communication with them. So they haven't cleared out that toxic energy, which is why they still embody it. Ooh. This is like, this combination right here is like if you tried to drink orange juice after you just brushed your teeth, okay? That's why I made that reaction. They are like living with this evil eye like it's just fine, and your energy is this beautiful star. And you're over here thinking, Carmen, that's kind of a weird looking star. This is beautiful. I love this card. And this is what you are capable of if you are not side by side with a person who is comfortable with toxic, codependent energy. So do not dull your shine because you're comfortable sitting next to a person who doesn't believe in healing and probably falls into the category of obsessive. They might let you think that it's love, but this is more likely a person who is obsessed with your energy than somebody who is capable of truly loving you. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. You can't get comfortable with this person. They're like an energy vampire. Ten of Pentacles in the reverse. King of Pentacles in the reverse. Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. This is somebody who would use up all of that energy that you have, that beautiful energy, so that you no longer have your intuition, so that you are blinded by what they're really doing. But this is obsessive love. This is not real love. And that's because of the spell work that has been done on them. Just think about how you feel after you spend time with this person. You may feel exhausted when you're around them. That's because they're pulling out all that energy from you, right? Aw, thank you, Carly. Hello, Urban Walker. How are you doing? So we have the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Wands. You are this Queen of Wands energy. You have the ability to pull back what you are investing in this connection and realizing that there is a better place, like a better outlet for that beautiful energy that you have. What else do we have? Five of Pentacles in the reverse. The High Priestess in the reverse and the King of Swords. That High Priestess in the reverse is the person who did the spell work. And they still have a connection to the person that you're connecting to. So this is like an ex that they're still talking to or that they still have feelings for. They may feel like they have blocked off this energy or they have done what they needed to end that connection, but oh no, they haven't. So if they can't cut off that energy or they don't want to, then you're being told that you need to cut off this person. It's in the air, you know, and that negative energy could take over your energy. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Two of Cups. Yeah, this is somebody who refused to walk away or leave when they were broken up with. So I feel very strongly this is an ex who is making sure that no love can actually take root for this person that they still want to claim as their own. And it leads to very toxic interactions, or it's like I'm only capable of being obsessed with someone. I can't truly love someone. So there will be no significant committed relationship or an ability to, you know, get married, have kids or whatever. They can't build because it's not solid ground that they're standing on. This is the Dead Inside deck. Good morning, John. How are you doing today? What else do we have? Falling for red flags, attraction, ignored warnings, and drama. Thought it was a vibe. I love these cards. They're so funny. Another reference to red flags, fantasy and false hope. They're still connected to a negative influence from their past. They do not have the capacity to love you. He don't want to be saved. She don't want to be saved. If something still works with this person that put a spell on me, then I will be quick to go back to it. I'm fine. Suppression, numbness, and facade. They don't want to be honest with themselves about what's going on with their energy. They don't want to actually fix it. doom scrolling at 3 a.m., insomnia, internet spiral, anxiety loop. I feel like this is true, and it might also be about waiting for a message from this person from their past, or even communicating with this person from their past. You knew and you ignored it. Intuition, ignorance, and self-betrayal. The person that you're dealing with, they know that they've got some negative energy around them, and they're not dealing with it. They're not blocking this person completely, or they're still connected. But if you know that they're dealing with this negative energy and you continue to deal with it, you're just as bad. I love you, but you're just as bad. If you allow that negative energy around you, it's like syrup. It's going to ruin everything it touches, okay? So I would make a hasty exit. Treating drama as therapy, chaos addiction, and processing, sorry. So maybe you feel like you can help this person. Maybe you feel like you're stronger than the negative energy that they are surrounded with. But again, it's like air conditioning a car with all of the windows down. You're just wasting it, right? Hello, Tiana. How you doing? All right, let's get a few from the Overthinkers Oracle. This could be energy from the person who did the magic spell on whoever you're dealing with, okay? Or it could be how this person will feel if you walk away. But we definitely have some overthinking going on. Hello. Thandux? I don't know if I'm saying it right. I mean, Gracie, the only way that I can do what I do, which is generally an everyday thing, is if I am flexible. Sometimes that means I don't start until 4 p.m. and sometimes that means I start at 6:30 a.m. So yes, this is earlier than usual. But I will do some later in the day as well. Hello, Jessica. How are you doing? Hello, Tay. So we have manifester and complicated. Yes, they did some spell work, and yes, they know it's complicated, but the person you're dealing with isn't stopping it. It's like, stop, you put a love spell on me? You're so crazy. I can't believe you do that. So anyways, what are you wearing today? No, I'm sorry. I think I would block and detox and sage and never talk to you again if I knew that you did a love spell on me. Like, deuces. I'm glad to hear that, Jessica. And Tay, I'm sending you healing energy. I hope things get better for you. We've got unfaithful cheater. The person that you are getting involved with is not faithful. Period. End of story. Because they've got a spell on them that makes them bad at love. But beyond that, they're still connected to this person who has put a spell on them. They have not fully let go of that connection, or they have not fully accepted that that is a toxic connection, right? So we have codependent energy. That's why we saw the devil energy come through. They are wanting your loving energy, but still fantasizing about this person from their past. So even though you might give them all the loving in the world, and it might be pure and beautiful as the driven snow, they're still attached to this person from the past. Thank you, Gracie. Let me add that for you. What does Saran think of me? I've added that for you. So we have, I stay awake all night thinking about you. This is the person you're dealing with and you're trying to be loving towards, thinking about the person from their past. Because remember that 3 a.m. doom scroll card? they're still caught up with this twin flame, and therefore that energy is blocking them from other people. This is why the twin flame journey is not a joke, okay? There's a lot of people who are like, oh my gosh, when do I get my twin flame? No, 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 no. It's not a gift. It's a responsibility. It's like, if you're in Vegas, there are going to be people that are walking around that hand out cards to try to get you to come to their event. And what they're really doing is they're saying, hey, you throw this away. They're giving you a responsibility. Hey, man, maybe you want to go to the show. That's fine. Okay, that's on you. But if I'm out there and they're handing me that stuff, I'm going to be like, oh, great. Now I have to find a place to toss this. I'm not going to go to that thing, okay? This is the twin flame journey causing interruption in somebody's ability to love because they haven't addressed the healing that they are being asked to actually deal with. That sounds like fun, Tiana. So we have, I'm desperate for another chance. This is the energy they have for the person from their past, either because they've got a spell put on them or because they genuinely feel that way. But they do not have like the ability to connect to you or somebody else in a real way because they're afraid they'll never love anybody else the way that they loved this twin flame or love this twin flame. I'm afraid you will do me the same way I did you. Unhealed energy. And there's still, this is about the energy between the ex and them. I hope I can reach you before it's too late. It's blocking their finances as well. We have gamble, risk taker. This is why that twin flame was willing to put a love spell on them. And let me just clarify. I don't believe in love spells ever working, ever. If you want to manifest love into your life and you are agnostic as far as who it is that you love, you just want love in your life, I don't have a problem with you. But if you're out here trying to impact somebody's free will by putting a love spell on them, saying, you need to love me, I do have a problem with you because that is going to blow up in your face. Have you seen the movie Obsession? I haven't. I might as well have with all the reels that have been posted online. It looks really good. It looks really scary. It doesn't end well, okay? Hello, Bobby. How are you doing? Plotting and scheming a way to get you to love me again. Again, that's the spell work individual. I know you're supposed to be mine, so I'm not going to let you fall in love with anybody else. I love you so much, although I never expressed it. So basically, you're trying to date somebody who is in the midst of their twin flame thing, ignorant to it, but also like feeding into it at the same time. All right, I'm running behind. We got to get into those personal questions. This is the Jack-o'-lantern tarot. It's true. Hello, Abby. This is just my iPhone. Hello, Steven. That makes so much sense, Matt. And it's too funny because I was looking through my old pictures and I found the picture I took of my Rick and Morty paintings that I did, just like character. So I might post that now. Or maybe I'll just send it to you. Hello, Barbara. How are you doing? Hey, Supra. I ain't here to say what you want me to say. That's not what I'm going to do. Nice try, though. Deuces. Ooh, it might have been. I gotta admit, though, I have only recently started watching Rick and Morty again. I probably need to go through the whole thing again. 6 of Cups and the 4 of Pentacles. Sorry, I need to be more focused. Clive is what I have at the top of my list. So Clive, we've got that you're worried about work and might need to get medically boarded. Should Clive be happy about this? Should Clive be happy? I don't know if happy is the right word for it. It seems like there might be another path but this is going to create some stability and less volatility in terms of what happens. But I feel like there's someone here who's trying to rush you. What I'm seeing is somebody looking at a menu and taking someone else's advice. Okay, that's what I'll order, but it's not the right thing. So they might be prioritizing a certain program or a certain location, and that's not the right situation. But having that medical break, if you will, yes, is important. It's about making sure that the person who's like offering this or lining it up for you is operating with the right intentions. So be a bit more discerning. Don't just go along with it because someone says this is the right thing for you to do. I feel like you can make your own decision, or you need to do a little bit of your own research. Yes, indeed, Gracie, we are. Did I say hello to Urban Walker? I hope so. Hello, Vaccinator. Oh, did you? I need to check my laptop this morning then. Ren and Stimpy? Oh, you're making me go way back. I like it. If you all can take a second and send some healing energy towards Clive, I would very much so appreciate it. Clive, just make sure you're getting some like alternative options for where you go, because the first one might not be a good one. All right, let's see what we've got for Gracie. What does Rand think of Gracie, please? What does Rand think of Gracie, please? This is someone who thinks you are high value, but initially they may have gotten it wrong. So you might have somebody who didn't really talk to you the same way as they do now, but I feel like this is because they were going through a heartbreak at that time. So it was difficult for them to be as diligent with their discernment. But they see you as a Queen of Swords, somebody who is intelligent. Maybe you kind of flew under the radar for this person, but I feel like their ability to use that intuition was marred or was like limited because they were going through some really difficult times, struggling with a relationship or like a family obligation. And now this person thinks more highly of you. So we have Lovers in the reverse and the Five of Cups. They were dealing with this Five of Cups, which is grief, sorrow, or regret. And that impacted how they saw everyone else. But now with the Ten of Pentacles, this is like, I see you as somebody who is helpful. I just needed to get through some difficult times that made me feel like I couldn't trust anybody. Devil and the Knight of Swords in reverse. There's something here that this person said about you or to you that they regret. So you might even get like an apology from this person. Deanna, we did the same thing. Like, done. Not even like a timeout. You just done. All right. I'm going to go eat some breakfast, y'all. Hello, Night Fox. How you doing? Because I'm hungry. Okay? But I love you all. I appreciate your likes and your subscribes and your jokes, even if they're dad jokes. Okay, Redbeard? And I will see you later on. You said doodles.